Oh, wow, this is the single best Average Trey video. Thank God he stopped doing the podcast.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did have a podcast. I should bring that back. That's right. Season 2 of Video Games Are Hard podcast with me and Sid is finally back. But here's the deal. Let me give you an offer you can refuse. The podcast is no longer going to be on this channel. No longer going to bombard you non-podcast viewers with weekly videos if you don't want to see them. This channel, AverageTreyVG, is only going to be for my high effort content, I guess you could call it. So where's the podcast going to go? Well, SidedWilliams and I have a new collaborative channel aptly named SidNTrey. Okay, that was the wrong way. SidNTrey. Boom. For those who are already fans of season 1 of the podcast, subscribing in the description down below where I linked it is a no-brainer. For those who are maybe less convinced, hear me out to maybe convince you. If you really think about it, the podcast is basically the same thing as my actual videos, except I'm not editing myself. And I mean, hey, I'm still talking about something of substance. Basically what I'm getting at is that Sid and I both believe that we're important enough that you should want to listen to us talk for an hour every week out of your important schedule. Okay, on a more serious note, the thing is, I don't do YouTube full time. I work a regular wage slave occupation like the rest of them. With YouTube as a fun side project for me, and I just enjoy making videos as a hobby. The videos I make, as much as I enjoy making them, are a lot of work, and it's like work on top of the work I already do, and I'm so tired, guys. And basically the podcast is a great low effort thing. I'm being 100% transparent. That podcast is super low effort because it's supposed to be. You see, it's not just for you guys, it's also for us as like a little fun, it's like a time capsule of sorts, right? To like listen back and see, oh, you know, maybe 2 years ago, what were we talking about then? Or like 5 years ago, what were we like then? Or what was like the big news at that time? Sid and I have been such good friends for so long. We've had moments where we're like, man, I wish we recorded that conversation because that conversation was so interesting. But with this podcast that we record weekly, we ensure that we at least capture some interesting stuff among the not interesting stuff. And sometimes we include guests, either good friends of ours or some on the more for our own personal clout sake. Either way, we enjoy having guests on or just having both of us talk about whatever we want to talk about. My channel was getting kind of overly saturated with weekly podcast stuff. It may not be heavily scripted or heavily edited with my flashy editing I love to do so much, but it's just, you know, me putting my authentic self out there for the world to hear along with Sid. And Sid is a great speaker. He has a much better voice than me, and he is honestly better at what you say, that you only meant when. Again, I still stream on Twitch. I'm currently still going for a 114 any percentile in Sunshine. I'm showing some promise, but it's driven to be tough. Again, main point is the podcast is coming back. We hear you guys. But that's pretty much it. Peace.